Hello guys, Rachel here, and today I'm going to be filming another episode of Wine Fridays with Rachel. And last week I didn't mention that it was going to be a new segment that I was creating for my channel called Wine Fridays with Rachel. It was originally going to be Wine Wednesdays with Rachel, and then I uploaded it on the wrong day, and so I was like, well, I guess I gotta stick with Fridays, so that's what I'm doing, sticking with Fridays. So if you guys obviously can't tell, Wine Fridays with Rachel is just a new video series that I'm doing where I am drinking some wine and talking to you guys about the books. I am currently drinking a Roscato, which is a sweet red, and it's delicious, and I'm enjoying it, so let's get to it. So in this episode of Wine Fridays with Rachel, I'm going to be bringing you guys my May wrap-up. And this month was a horrible reading month for myself. I was really behind in my reading. And I felt like this month just kept dragging on and on and on. But it's okay, because I'm going to let you guys know the books that I read, half read, and the graphic novels that I read. So let's go ahead and get this started. So the first book that I completed in the month of May is going to be A Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab. And this I read for the Little Book Club. This was a Little Book Club book pick of the month, or of the month of April. And I participated in the live show with 4 other people, and it was awesome. I really enjoyed the live show. I was really glad to be able to talk to Kat and Michael and everybody that was in the live show with us, and it was really great. I gave this book a 4 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed it. If you guys don't know what the story is about, this is pretty much a parallel London world. There are 4 different Londons, but one's kind of, you know, a secretive type London, kind of no one really wants to talk about it London. And this pretty much just follows a main character named Kel, and Kel comes into possession of a rock, and he must return it to where it came from. It's really good. The writing style is awesome. I really enjoy Victoria Schwab's writing style. I mean, she's one of my favorite authors. There was a couple of things in here that kind of was meh for me, specifically the love everybody has for the character Rye, especially because Rye is almost non-existent in this book. But other than that, I will be continuing with the series. I am very excited. I believe the next book is called A Gathering Darkness, and yes. From there, I went on to read some graphic novels. Actually, the next 5 things I went on to read were graphic novels. The first 3 were going to be the first 3 volumes, or the first 3 comics in the Lumberjanes series, and I will go ahead and leave a picture right here. And pretty much this just is a kick-butt, lady-friendly graphic novel series following, I think, 4 or 5 different ladies that are at this summer camp where all kinds of weird stuff happens. I enjoy it. It's not my favorite graphic novel series of all time. I probably give this around a 3.5 out of 5 stars. The storyline is kind of meh for me, but I definitely can understand why ladies love it. I mean, the lady friendships are awesome, and it's really great. It shows a whole different varieties of women, and it's awesome. I really recommend it if you want a really good lady-friendly graphic novel series. It wasn't my favorite of all time. Like I said, I gave it around a 3.5 out of 5 stars. The next graphic novel that I read this month was going to be Sex Criminals Volume 2 by Matt Fraction and Chip Zdarsky. This, as I said, this is the second graphic novel in the, you know, Sex Criminals series, and it was really good. It was a lot more expensive than the first one, and shorter, but I really enjoyed this one. It's a lot more graphic than the first one, sexually explicit than the first one, but I like the progression of the story. I like the progression of the characters. I like where it's going, and I'm definitely going to be continuing with it. If you guys are unaware of what this graphic novel series follows, it follows 2 main characters that whenever they have sex and orgasm, that time stops, so they decide to rob a bank, and things don't go to plan, and I really enjoy it. Like I said, this is very mature, so if you're under the age of 16, this is probably not going to be the book series or the graphic novel series for you, but I really enjoyed it, and I will be continuing. Next graphic novel that I read this month is going to be Alex and Ada Volume 2 by Jonathan Luna and Sarah Vaughn. This is the second volume in the Alex and Ada series, graphic novel series that recently came out. This came out in March. I believe March 17th this came out, and I finally got around to picking it up. I really enjoyed the first graphic novel, the first volume in the series, so I was really excited to get the second volume. I enjoyed this one quite a bit. This was a lot more character driven, a lot more emotional than the first graphic novel, or the first volume in the graphic novel series, and I definitely am going to be continuing with this. I gave this probably around a 4 out of 5 stars. If you guys are unaware of what Alex and Ada is about, it's pretty much a world, a futuristic world where people have created pretty much robots, almost life-like robots, and they assist the other people, and our main character decides that he wants to give our main character a sentient style. He wants to wake her up and give her be a sentient being. And so this pretty much follows if people think it's a good idea to make robots sentient beings or not. This is like a sci-fi graphic novel series. Really enjoyed it, really recommend it if you want a sci-fi graphic novel series with really lovely panels. I love the colors in here. It's very cool tone. It's very great. Love it. And then finally, I ended this month with being in the middle of 2 books, and I will be finishing them shortly. The first one that I am in the middle of is going to be Station 11 by Emily St. John Mandel. I am still 170 pages into this, and I am, again, really loving it. I just got into a really weird reading slump, and then the next book came in the mail, and I dropped everything for that. But I'm really enjoying this. This is a really great kind of post-apocalyptic story. This follows 3 different timelines, 3 different sets of characters, but pretty much we're starting off at the beginning of a Shakespearean group that performs Shakespearean plays around the kind of post-apocalyptic world. This follows before and during and after. It's really good, really enjoy it. I am looking forward to continuing with it when I have a chance. And then finally, and my favorite book of the month, of course, is going to be End of Days by Susan E. At this point, I am now 200 pages into this, and I am almost wanting to slow down my reading of it because I am loving it so much and I don't want it to end. This is the final book in the Angelfall series, and I just don't want it to end. I need more Rafi. I need more Penryn, but mostly Rafi in my life. This is so good. Like I said, I am over halfway into it. I just don't want it to end. I desperately don't want it to end. It's so good. If you guys don't know what this series is about, it follows a main character named Penryn, and at the beginning of the first book, Penryn is trying to escape the area that she's in with her mother and her sister. Her mother's a little bit Looney Tunes, and her sister is in a wheelchair, and then they stumble upon some angels that come from heaven, and they're kind of beating up another angel. His wings end up getting cut off, and then all of a sudden Penryn's sister Paige makes a little noise, and the angels take Paige away, and now Penryn and this angel that has had his wings cut off kind of team together to get his wings back and for her to get her sister back. This is really good post-apocalyptic angel series, angel trilogy. I love this because of all of the angel talk in it. I'm really interested in that. Biblical things, and I'm loving this so much. This is going to be a 5 out of 5. This is probably one of my favorite trilogy of all time. I love it so much, and yeah, so like I said, this is going to be my final book of the month. I will definitely finish this in the month of May. And that's it. Those are all the things that I read this month. If you guys have read any of that, go ahead and let me know down below. I would love to know. And also, you guys, I'm like 30 subscribers away from 2,000. That's crazy. 2,000 subscribers. 2,000. And I'm just letting you guys know that when I get to the 2,000 mark, I'm going to be doing a giveaway for you guys. Just to say thank you so much for all your support and all the kindness that I've received in my booktube journey. And yeah, other than that, guys, thanks so much for commenting, liking, subscribing, and everything that you guys do. And I'm going to talk to you guys in my next video.